What's up, guys? Iceman here. So, here I am once again with my droid. My last video was a bit disappointed with its functionality. And I know that a lot of you guys were as well, from witnessing such an atrocity. But that's fine, because I'm going to try something a little different here. I want to try Reaper's Toll versus the Infinity on the Mercenary. And before I do that, I'm going to show the gear real quick. My Phoenix Fire Pierce is now applicable. It wasn't in my last video, so I had to remake this Phoenix. And now it is. Something to do with Hero Editor, alright? So now it actually applies. So that's something that we haven't seen yet in my video. Is an actual functioning Phoenix. But here now, I have Ravenlord with a Charm in it, Heart of the Oak, Mage Fist, SOJ, Arax, Enigma, Alder's Boots, and another SOJ. And I didn't put any Grand Charms on him, but I did put an Annie and a Hellfire Torch, and his level 85. So the skills, I decided to rework it a little bit. One of my new channel members, Ryan, requested that maybe I max other skills before I max Molten Boulder, and max Molten Boulder last. So I'm going to try that out. And I also decided to put one into each of the summons. I already summoned them. They're not a very high level, as you can see here. Level 15. But at least they'll work as meat shields and things of that sort. Raven's probably quite useless, unfortunately. And I do have Oak Sage, but I don't have a, what's that thing called? Call to Arms. I don't have that. So let's see first off how well he can do the Frigid Highlands now that I have the Fire Res Pierce on Phoenix functioning, unlike last video. So let's see how well he can do this spot, for instance. And I think I need to cycle through my skills a bit more. I need to cycle through Fissure and Volcano. Maybe, look at this. It's actually doing quite well. And maybe not cast them in the same spot as frequently. But okay, so I mean, that went a little better already. I think the thing is, what we're noticing is the whole Phoenix Pierce concept, Fire Pierce. Because that's a lot of Pierce that I was missing out on. I was missing out on 28. Look at this. This is actually, damn. He's actually wasting them now. This is actually, this is far better. I mean, really, I should try doing the cow level again. Because there, I think, is where this build could potentially shine, and it just wasn't. So the Doom Knights, it does pierce their fire res. It does break their fire immunity, I should say. The level 12 Conviction from Infinity does. So there's that. And I do have Firestorm now on my left click. See that? Alright. I mean, it's a little better. It's a little better. These narrow corridors. I'm really not using Molten Boulder now. I think I'll actually put it in place right here. So the Molten Boulder is doing 945 physical damage, 722 fire damage, and around 700 fire damage per second. Armageddon, 2900 physical damage, 6000 fire damage, and 1100 fire damage per second. Volcano about 660 damage and 1500 fire damage. And Fissure is doing about 3400 fire damage. So one of my wolves died. Okay, that's not that bad. I think I could get him out again. The Grizzly is staying alive. Again, no call to arms here. I mean, this is really a build that, you know, with some effort, I suppose you could get. I mean, a relative high amount of effort, I suppose, because it does have 3 very key rune words. But the purpose of this video is to experiment some with the Reaper's Toll, because the Decrepify is going to help with all your physical damage. So that includes the physical damage from Armageddon, Molten Boulder, and Volcano. So Volcano, I can only cast, let's see, 1, 2, 6 second is the duration of it, and the casting delay is 4 seconds. Casting delay for Molten Boulder is 1 second. Casting delay for Fissure is 2 seconds. And Armageddon doesn't have one, obviously. Oh, gotta get those claws. Gotta get them claws right there. Reaper's Toll. So let's just take a little. Let's take a look. I mean, here. Let's see how well this works on this guy. I mean, he's going to be casting it quite frequently, to my understanding. You know, in this setup, you'd probably want an Endariel's Visage, although I do have the 45 IS from Treachery, along with the 20 IS I get from the Shell Rune and the Reapers. And it's not an Eth Reaper, so his the MERC's damage isn't really shining here much as it could. But that's fine. It's kind of looking to see how well these other spells can do. So here's the Reapers. Now, the problem in this scenario is there's a lot of Doom Knights. And now my fire's not hurting them at all. The Doom Knights, that is. Of course, it's very effective against the Oblivion Knights. But it's not hurting the Doom Knights at all, because no longer breaking their immunity. Infinity, it doesn't really break a ton of fire immunes in this game. It doesn't break nearly as many fire immunes as it does light immunes. So there is that to factor in. Alright, maybe perhaps working in favor then of the Reaper's Toll. But the ones that it doesn't need to break, all the enemies that aren't fire immune, it does help a lot with the piercing, obviously. Look at this, it's destroying. Tomahawk. Gotta pick that up. Pick that little thickie up. Love those tomahawks. Look at that. 30 IS on there. Alright, but I mean, as you guys can see, I mean, really, I don't feel like it's too much of a difference, even here. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Obviously, you can really control your MERC with your teleport if you have Enigma. I mean, if this is the case, then really you need Enigma and you need Phoenix. You know, are kind of your money items here. Because I think you could get this thing for quite cheap if you get a low fire pierce one, low res one. Everything else is kind of standard. I mean, the SOJs are expensive, but you could replace them with something else. I mean, if I didn't have the SOJs, and I just had some rare rings or whatnot, maybe a Ravenfrost, so I didn't have to have a Charm Rune, I could have 2 LGCs instead, and it still wouldn't hurt the skills compared to what this character has going on. You know, and an LGC, what is that? About a Pull Rune each, maybe? I really have no idea. What the going rate is right now, of course, it does, it varies a lot. Depending on the time in the ladder and the characters in demand. Which really, I don't know how much in demand this character is. I mean, the Paladins are in demand. You have the Fist of the Heavens Paladin going on. The Sork is always in demand. So those are expensive, obviously, especially the light and the cold GCs. But with this guy, I feel like the Fire Druid might be probably in par with like the Amazon in terms of what are they, the Javelin Grand Charms. Alright, so let's see how well I can murder Satan. Here we go, look at this. It's destroying him. Holy shit. This is faster than last time, for sure. A lot of it must have to do with the Phoenix. You know, it's a big deal. Oh, there we are. There we are. There we are. There it is. There's that one too. Man, look at this, man. Treachery, that's budget right there. Nothing even in that helm. That's budget. For show. Let me try the cow level now, and I think I'm going to put Infinity back on the mercenary. So we can kind of see how this guy handles the cow level with fricking Phoenix, a functioning one at that. So let's see how well he does the cows. So getting here was awesome. I just destroyed Rakanishu and all his homies and everyone in Tristram, basically. So I don't know, this whole Phoenix Pierce thing is really making a difference. So hopefully I didn't scare too many off with the last video. With this guy, he kind of sucked. I mean, look at this. This is going okay. Okay, so I'm going to use Fissure a little bit more. I haven't been using that. It has a lower cooldown. Let's try to control my minions a bit more here. I don't know. I mean, it seems to be working out okay. Yeah, Phoenix is epic. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, Ice Boy. You can do it. You can do it. Hell yeah. Oh! Alders kind of sucks, though. Yeah, they really bumped it up in PD2. Gave it 2 to all skills and 2 to summoning skills, I think. Because it's max potential. I think it varied 1 to 2 summoning skills. But I'm in... Okay, so let's keep them centered a bit more here. Get the cows coming toward us. That's how you do it. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, I think it's quite a, it's quite an improvement, man. Over the last thing. I mean, the summons, obviously, I need to level up more. You know, he's 85. I need to max out that Molten Boulder for the synergy effect. But I just kind of wanted to show a slightly more achievable character here. Look at this. Oh, there we go. There's a cutie. There's a cutie right there. Guess I'll get rid of that piece of trash. Okay, now... Okay, mid-cow level. Just out of curiosity. I mean, obviously, in this area where there's no fire immunes, and you don't have to worry about your Infinity not breaking certain fire immunes, you're probably gonna buy a decent long shot benefit by Infinity over Reaper's Toll, but let's take a look. Let's take a look-see here. Now I got on that Reaper's Toll on him. There we go. You see that? See what I'm saying, man? Like, do you really need the Infinity? I mean, I don't know. That Reaper's Toll, I mean, look at it. I mean, and maybe I should try maxing Molten Boulder, because then I'm going to be doing a lot more. I feel like my physical output would be more. Because Volcano, it is its biggest synergy. See that in terms of its damage. In fact, it's its only damage synergy, because the other synergies are the fire damage synergy. See? So really, with a Reaper's Toll mercenary, which you're probably going to want to make first anyway, unless if you straight up have Phoenix, Enigma, and Infinity. Now, if you don't have all those right away, for your Druid, if you're making a Druid, you might want to just go this route. And if you do go this route, yeah, I would for sure say max Molten Boulder to get that max physical effect. Let's see what the physical is. So Molten Boulder does the fire damage for this thing. Armageddon. Okay, and the Fissure. Okay, what does the Firestorm do for this? Firestorm. Fire damage. So yeah. If you're focusing on the physical, yeah, you probably want to max that Molten Boulder. But even without that, look at how well it's doing. Look at this. I think this is okay. I mean, this is players 1, right? So y'all got to factor that in. Yep. Yep. I mean, you feel like a god. Alright. Teleporting around like this. I mean, you have freaking Armageddon. Alright. You're the possessor of Armageddon. You have meteors and shit falling all over the place. You know, you feel quite powerful. I mean, you certainly look the part. But that's kind of the thing with this guy is... I think the elemental druid's problem is... He's really good at looking the part. But being the part is the challenge. And obviously, you don't look all that great when you're hitting a bunch of shit, but you're not killing it, you know? But I mean, in this case, I mean, a lot of this is endgame gear. But remember, no GCs. Alright, so this is only a level 38 Armageddon. Level 38 Volcano. Not fully synergized. Look at this! There we go. There's a good one right there. I just love picking this stuff up. Oh! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's better than... Is that 602? Are you serious? Okay, it's a little better. There's still light armor. Right, the Great Harbor. The light armor. Breastplate. Alright. One more area. Let's try that Stony Tome. Because I think that's... isn't that 85 area? And there's next to no fire means there. Let's check it out. I mean, with this guy... Like... Hell, if I wanted to be some weird hybrid... I mean, think about this. If I wanted to, I could put a bunch of Ela GCs right here. Even with the cube in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could have 6 summon GCs is what I mean to say. Alright, so I could have an additional 6 to my summons. Still be level 21. I mean, that would be pretty cool. But look at this. Did you see that? It just destroys. Look at that! Look at them blow up and all that. Here, let's go this way. Yeah, oh yeah. Look at this. I mean, hell, yeah, maybe you should try to be this guy. What do you guys think? Maybe you should try to be this guy. Like, no, we're all kind of trying to be somebody. At the, through the ladder, right? Anyway, he's got that thing in mind, like I want a godly AF lightning sword or something. Maybe you should try to be this guy. You guys see it? You guys see it? Like, you guys see what I'm seeing here? Look at this! Holy freaking toad! I could go even faster if I wanted to. I'm not even going that fast. Look at this guy! Alright, fixture. Fixture. Oh, yes, look at this. You got your bears and shit all over the place here. My God. Come on, get him. Get him. Get him. Get it, 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 get it. I mean, hell. You know what, man? I just saw this. I could have the Frenzy MERC. Because he has Lawbringer and he'll be casting Decrepify too. I don't know if he'll be casting it as much as the other guy. I mean, I think he attacks faster. He could probably do it faster than the other guy. Yeah. What do you guys think about that, though? Imagine if you were to be some hybrid sort of thing. But I think you could also do bell runs like this as well. Bell runs aren't that bad. Because you are doing fire and physical. But hell, I might try this with a Frenzy MERC. So I can get that Lawbringer on him. And I want to say Last Wish, bruh. But that's just too much. Something else. I mean, maybe 2 Lawbringers. Maybe he'll be casting Decrep more with 2 Lawbringers. But then again, it is cool. It is nice having the Holy Freeze. I don't know. I might experiment with that a little bit, alright? But let me know what you guys think about this setup here. I think this is an improvement from last video for sure. Even if it is entirely the fact that the Phoenix now has an applicable Fire Pierce on it. That actually works. But aside from that, This Reaper's Toll, I don't know. I almost like it more than Infinity. I mean, it adds variety for one. I mean, hell, if you have summons out, if you were to be the guy that I'm talking about, where you have some summon GCs, I mean, maybe I'll test that out, because I think the summon GCs are cheaper than the elemental GCs. So it should be easier for you to attain those in the trading market. So maybe just top them off with some of those. I even have some in my stash. I might try it in a future video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But I mean, point being, if you have Reaper's Toll, it's even more so going to benefit your summons. Even though your Cold Wolves, these Spirit Wolves now just do cold damage. But that's fine. I mean, these guys do regular damage. Your Grizzly does regular damage. With a bunch of GCs, I don't know, it's gonna help a little bit, you know? But I might respec into the Molten Boulder build and try Reaper's Toll with that and have a few summon GCs on. So stay tuned. I kind of want to make a video on that, alright? So it might be my next video. So thank you to my patrons and my channel members. Blessings to you guys. If you want to support me, click that join button or the first link in the description. Thank you guys for your support. More videos to come. More live streams to come. May the Creator guide you and protect you. Those who support the Iceman. And of course, may you be blessed with many wives. Peace with you.